Hi, and welcome to This Week in Baltimore Eating with Richard Gorelick. Join us here every Thursday at 12:30 to talk about everything food-related in Baltimore. This Week in Baltimore Eating is brought to you by Eddie's Roland Park, Baltimore's neighborhood gourmet grocer. Experience grocery shopping the way it is meant to be, with friendly, knowledgeable staff and attentive service on Roland Avenue and North Charles Street in Baltimore. Richard, it is spring. So, our outdoors issue is out on stands now. See it? Yay, outdoors fun, yay! But that means I think that we should probably talk about some al fresco dining, even though it's going to snow this weekend. We're not quite there, but we really, really want to be.
We're so close.
We're so close. Like, please let us eat outside, please.
Close. At least the sun is shining today.
Yeah, I haven't been out, so I don't. It was cold this morning.
It's cold and
brutal.
windy. Yeah, it's But
it's time to eat outside.
You and I have our favorite outdoor spaces in Baltimore, and I think we have. There's some overlap, of course.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
I think we look for slightly different things with outdoor dining.
What we need, our needs. Your needs are definitely different from my needs.
Yeah, my needs. I like sidewalk outdoor dining more than courtyard.
Yes.
Because I'm so gregarious.
You like the people watching. You want to be right where all the action is.
I want people to pass by and say, "Hey, Gorelick." Which
usually happens.
What's
I usually
Richard
do that
Gorelick
too.
doing here? And I'll be like, "Hi," and then I'll say, "It's so good to see you," but I won't know who the person is. I'll say, "It's so good to see you."
Do you know that I'm Amanda?
I do,
because we've been doing this for a while now.
Kyle. But when I don't know who someone is, I'll say, "Oh, it's so good to see you," and then just hope that it reveals itself how I know the person.
Yeah, and then you'll figure it out.
I don't think I have that face blindness thing, but I just don't pay attention.
I'm with you, but so where do you like to sit on the sidewalk?
Oh,
yeah, remember?
You know, for a while, that block of North Charles Street past the train station, the 1700 block where the Charles Theater is, where it's got Tapas Teatro,
right?
And now it's got Bottega, and it's got
Pen
and Quill.
Is there outside
Sophie's.
seating in front of Pen and Quill?
They all do.
Yeah.
But I used to love Tapas Teatro, especially when the bridge was closed and you could sort of have no cars going by.
It felt a little better when the bridge was closed.
Yeah.
So I differ with you on this one because I don't want people. I mean, there's panhandlers out there, and then I feel like a schmuck for eating in front of them. But also, I don't want people walking up to me while I'm trying to eat. But you are correct. It is a super scene. It's a scene. Like everyone is going and being seen there. Especially like if they're gonna go to the movies. First, they grab a table. They have some tapas. But that's not what I want to do when I'm outside. This isn't Paris, this is Baltimore.
It's not Paris.
It's not Paris.
So you like enclosed sort of spaces?
I like when there's it's offering me something else. So
Name some of them.
The sculpture garden at Gertrude's, obviously. Like that's a super big bonus about going to Gertrude's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to eat inside at Gertrude's. If I'm gonna go to Gertrude's, I want to sit in the sculpture garden.
There you go.
The Pendry's Courtyard, which is the new Sagamore Pendry Hotel.
Right.
It's a courtyard. Like, that's not where the dining area is, but it's so nice to just go hang out in that courtyard. Then you can go get your meal. Or a crab deck, like at Nick's. Something
decks.
On the water. Crab decks is a whole other category, I think. Like you don't even want to eat.
I like Captain James right in Canton.
Is there a roof thing?
Yes and no. You can choose to be under the roof, but you can be outside too.
All right, so you had a all-time favorite courtyard space.
Oh, man, this was so adorable. And the restaurant still is there, but it's not the bicycle anymore.
The bicycle was so sweet.
In South Baltimore. Maybe that's Riverside. And it's been a couple restaurants since it's been bicycle. What did I say it was called now?
Bloom. In Bloom.
In Bloom.
I've recently
not been Live to Eat. It was Centro. I'd forgotten Centro.
Oh, I didn't remember that either.
That was the sweetest little courtyard. It's like really well landscaped and aromatic. Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
And
I do like that.
Donna's at Cross Keys. I like that.
That's a good setting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's a good spot to go sit.
So we want to know where people watching this Facebook Live show like to eat.
Tell us. And maybe we didn't think of something. I mean, back in the day, I feel like we used to have more of those sort of like through the back of the bar out into like a back patio kind of setting.
Right on. You know who has a nice one is last time I checked was Thames Street Oyster House.
I love it there. That's one of my favorite spots. So yeah, I just feel like we don't quite have as many of those as we used to. Maybe
I feel you.
We need more of those.
So
right.
You're in the first floor of the bar, and then there's a back door, and there's a beautiful patio.
a little patio. I like that setting.
They tend to be in Fells Point, if they
Fells
exist?
Point would have had them. Remember when all those really amazing brunch restaurants were like around Holland Street Market?
Yeah.
I think they all had sort of like a side porch or a back porch. What am I thinking of?
Mankins?
Yeah, Mankins. Did they have it outside?
No, Gypsy Cafe.
They had it outside.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Somebody tell us. Somebody tell us where else we can go once it finally warms up, because we have cabin fever. We need to get
Mount Vernon
out.
people love City Cafe. They love that strip of...
City Cafe is a good spot, too. All right.
Oh, and Tark's Grill has a nice courtyard.
Again, you're on this... Oh, they have a courtyard?
Yeah.
Oh. See, I didn't even know that. I thought it was
at Green Spring Station.
Oh, right. Great. Yeah, they have good courtyards over there. Okay. If you just got here, you're watching This Week in Baltimore Eating with Richard Gorelick, which is brought to you by Eddie's of Roland Park. Eddie's is fired up for grilling season, featuring Eddie's burgers, steaks, marinated chicken, and kebabs. Visit eddiesofrolandpark.com and see what is cooking at Eddie's. Be sure to talk to us, comment, like, and share, and follow us at #JMoreEating. Eddie's of Roland Park just told us they like the patio at Donna's at Cross Keys. We agree completely. Good one, Eddie's.
And Cosima, right on the water, right on the Jones Falls.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, most of the places in Fells Point, you have some sort of a good outdoor option.
Right. So Cosima's the one that Donna Crivello owns.
Yes.
Right near here.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about some openings and closings.
Reggie's is closing.
Fine. I mean, we've been talking about it for a little while.
Yeah, Saturday is the last day
Bummer.
after since the late 70s.
Bummer.
I worked there in the 80s when it was still owned by Reggie of Reggie's.
Remember the 80s?
Man, Mr. Reggie's contest? That was a thing.
I don't think I ever went to Reggie's in the 80s.
Damn,
I'm
was
sorry.
fun.
I don't think I did that. I wasn't here until late 80s.
The first wave of Federal Hill homeowners were living there then. They were a fun bunch, and of course Federal Hill's changed over the years, but Reggie's has sort of stayed a steady presence there, always attracting a slightly older crowd. We wish everyone well.
Yes.
We told you last we heard the owner, Alan Morstein, was going to open a stall at Mount Vernon Marketplace.
Fine. Stalls are okay, too. So, Mignon Rosenthal. Hi,
That's
Mommy.
my mom.
Hi, Mommy. She loves the City Cafe before the Symphony. And Molly, our coworker, likes Susie's Soba in Hamden.
Oh, they've got a secret
Duh,
courtyard.
Molly. Good one.
Well done.
Okay, what else is opening, closing, new, fresh, happening?
We saw that, the Muscle Bar and Grill.
This is weird.
And I guess it's
Harbor
East.
East. I've been there. I've eaten there.
I went there to review it. Haven't been back since. They announced they're going to close for a year.
Really?
And then reopen.
And we're just supposed to believe that. You're just going to come right back.
I take people at their word. Maybe they think they mean it. It seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Like if you had to bet.
I mean, really?
If we had to bet right now whether they'd reopen, you'd say they won't. Right? You'd say they won't reopen.
It doesn't sound real plausible.
I'm not calling them liars.
But
They're not liars.
Why do you want to have a space empty for an entire year? It's a
said
visible spot.
They said their landlord was cool with it. They said they're closing temporarily because of ongoing construction, but
I know, it's mess down there. It's a super mess. Like you
places
drive too
stay
far, you end up
open
in the water. You
during
can't get anywhere.
It's we hope, and apparently their employees have been offered jobs in one of their other restaurants.
What are some of their others? Do you know?
Other mussels.
So I've eaten there, and I've had oysters and mussels, and I actually really loved their oysters. They have I think it was maybe a Tuesday night special, good deal on oysters. But the mussels didn't excite me. I really liked their oysters. Christine Stutz, who we know, says that Peter's Inn is rebuilding.
Yes. Starting to rebuild. I think they're finally starting to rebuild. They got all their ducks in a row. We'll be keeping track of that. That'll be so exciting when they reopen.
And Vinnie Myers. Hi, Vinnie. I know you. I've known you forever. You know Vinnie? Mm-hmm. She says La Cuchara and Artifact.
La Cuchara. Yes.
La Cuchara's right next door.
Yep.
They have a little, porchy thing, sort of.
Yes, they do. A nice porch patio. And Artifact, they've got a few tables.
It's a street, though, right?
A lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was just there.
Okay, these are all very good ideas, you guys.
The Baltimore Farmers Market opens this Sunday.
Oh, big news! Huge! Everyone loves the farmers market. You are a big proponent.
Big fan, for both. Don't eat there so much anymore. I used to eat.
I like those mushroom pita sandwiches.
Yeah.
And my mouth is watering. I love those.
And but I go there to buy my food, and a couple new vendors. Bottoms Up Bagels is going to be
Which
there.
I still haven't had one. I don't know how you keep not bringing me a Bottoms Up Bagel.
Here's the thing about Bottoms Up Bagels.
You have to eat them right away. I've heard.
They've got no
That's why
preservatives.
I don't buy them, because I'll never get through it. It'll never happen.
You can slice them and freeze them, but yeah, you've got to eat them right away, and that's sort of a novelty for these days.
I had just as an aside, I had breakfast at Greg's Bagels the other day, which they were open during Passover, which kind of made me laugh. But and also I was having a bagel during Passover, but don't tell anyone because I'll be in trouble. But I got their everything bagel, and it was so fennel-y. It was overpowering fennel. I didn't. That's not what I wanted out of my head.
No,
I know.
That's
kind
odd,
of,
isn't it?
It was kind of jarring. But anyway, what else is new at the farmers market?
the urban oyster.
You can just get them shucked. They'll shuck them and eat, slurp,
Yep.
shuck and slurp.
And I think they have
Nice.
different mignonette sauces and different sauces.
I bet that place is gonna be packed.
Yeah, I
All
hope they
the
have a good
time.
shucker. I hope they have good shuckers
Yeah, because
there.
that's important.
And you'll be maybe talking about this tomorrow on a weekend show. The Lights City neighborhood lights.
It kicks off this weekend.
Yep, and there's going to be food trucks
Oh.
following. So this weekend is the neighborhood version,
Okay.
not the downtown.
Right.
version.
No, it's not the big festival.
Right.
Right.
But it goes out into different neighborhoods, and there'll be food trucks at the various neighborhoods gathering
In each
stops.
that'll be fun. That's great.
And
That's a good way to get
part
people
of
out.
Food Truck Week. I
So
think
it's
the
food
second
truck week too.
It's Food Truck Week is a promotional thing. I don't think there's a central event this year, but
Okay.
it's just a more food trucks out more of the time. But you can check it out on the website, which I didn't write
It's
down.
okay. It's BaltimoreFoodTruckWeek.com.
I did. BaltimoreFoodTruckWeek.com.
Yes, that. Yeah, and also speaking of Light City, I'm gonna go to the labs. They do separate from the festival. They also have the Light City Labs, which is the conferences on different topics,
Neato.
like sustainability. There's a foods lab. There's arts. So I'm gonna go to those, and I'll be covering them for J Moore, so you can watch for that on our social media accounts.
Can I plug something?
Yes, you may. Oh,
our-
yes, this is good.
Our guest a
I
couple
forgot.
weeks ago was Vinny Lancisi.
Yes.
The founding artistic director of Everyman Theater is going to be the guest of honor tomorrow night at Baltimore Improv Group. So at the 8 o'clock show, we'll be interviewing Vinny on stage, and then the improvisers will pick out funny things that occurred during the interview and do improv based on them. It's not This Is Your Life, and we're not going to roast Vinny, but
No.
please come out for that. And if you come to the theater and say that you're getting free, we'll let you in free. That's how it
Really?
works. If you say, I think I'm supposed to get in free.
I'm free here. I'm on
Then
the
we'll let
list
you
of
in
free.
free.
Did
Just
you guys
say-
hear that? That was a big tip.
Say Lenny sent me. If you say Lenny sent me,
Lenny.
Lenny is the father of a donor and a member of the improv community.
Okay, cool.
And he wanted to name the lobby after his father, Lenny, and he also wanted to. When people who couldn't afford tickets, if they wanted to get them free, they could just say, Lenny sent me.
Oh my gosh. Are you sure you're supposed to be telling the whole world this? Because there's going to be it's going to be a stampede to the Vincent
We want people to come. We don't want.
BIG.
We don't even want the $5 admissions to be a barrier to anyone coming to see
Oh,
us.
Richard. That is going to be a good event. You guys were great on the show. You guys should go back and watch the show with Vincent Lancisi. He was great. You're always great.
And Aubergine is still,
So, yeah, it's close. I
think the 18th maybe.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a Wednesday. So
We're going to tell everyone about that event again tomorrow on Weekend Agenda as well. So, in case they didn't hear it
I think
this
it's
time.
through the 15th. Anyway, that's about
Okay.
it for us.
So you can tune in every Thursday at 12:30 for This Week in Baltimore Eating, which has been brought to you by Eddie's of Roland Park. Visit their Roland Avenue or Charles Street location for quality prepared foods, deli sandwiches, fresh seafood, and friendly staff in Eddie's aprons. I think we need some Eddie's aprons. Find store hours and weekly specials at eddiesrolandpark.com. Pick up our newest issue. It's the outdoors issue because it's allegedly spring, so pick that up. What else did you need to say?
I forgot I went out to eat.
Oh, no. Okay, quick. Where'd
Last
you go?
night I went to Bottega
Okay.
on Charles Street
Yeah?
and had spaghetti carbonara. and marinated mushrooms. And then dessert. Dessert was the best thing. It was a lemon olive oil cake.
Ooh.
With a pistachio buttercream icing, frosting icing.
So you liked that. You were okay
Yeah.
with all that? Yeah. Sounds pretty good.
Yep. Very
Okay,
happy.
everyone, tell us where you eat. Tell us where we should go to eat outside. We'll report back to you. You report back to us. It's a big give and take. Have a great week. We will see you here next week.